So we discussed all this stuff, HFM basics, loading, configuring, setting up, loading data, creating data forms and data grids was done. Task list we didn't do, so we'll discuss about the task list today, and member list we done. So we left intercompany data as well. So task list, intercompany data we left, journals we done, and running consolidation, rules and SmartView. So there are 5 concepts were there. We are going to complete 2 concepts today, like analyzing data using SmartView, and then
And you're gonna show how to
this
export
task
the
list.
data.
Yeah, I mean SmartView was installed. Have you checked that in the server?
No, I haven't. I was
Okay.
working on different thing. I was trying to basically
Alright.
I did a new application and was working on the data grid. I was gonna work on data forms today, but however you're gonna show, I'll do it.
Right.
Then we are left with reports, consolidation, rules we are left,
Yeah.
and FDMEE, right?
That is a new component. So we'll discuss, once we done this HFM part.
Okay,
Okay. So FDM and FR, we left. Those are
okay,
like, so we could finish in, as soon as possible by next week, mid of next week. It's not a big
okay.
deal. So, right. So your application is Jane 2.
No, I created a new one, Jain 3, a fresh one. I was working on the
Okay, just go and work on that. So, I mean, we did on Jane 2, right? Because I want to show
yes,
you that data form creation. Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
So, I want to see the data forms here. So go to documents and
Action.
yeah, select this and open this data form. And I want to export this data form, this one, to Excel. Okay.
Okay.
So where it was, so this is the designer. Okay, designer was done. Okay. Here script is nothing but like, the point of view which we have selected. Okay. I didn't show you here. See the point of view, the name of, and is there any security class? We selected only the security class. Selectable point of view list. Consolidation stages is nothing but what it
How
is.
did you go here?
I mean, it's simple. So just go to actions and select here. Let me close this. Open this. 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah. So I want to go to script to see the script here. Go to actions and save script. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So this is the point of view, and I want to export this. Scan out. Where is that option? No, it's not. Okay, let me select this and go for export here. Let's start.
It's already open.
No, no, extract documents is nothing but we are going to save that form. Yeah, I should see this. Export. I should see that export. Send. Yes, this is the option. Open in SmartView. Okay, so just click on this. What happened? To install other software to open this address. It's not letting me to close. Let me relog in.
Shinu,
Yeah,
I just sent you an email. Can you check on lead innovators?
to my personal.
Uh, the lead, yeah, yeah, on this email address, yes.
I didn't get
No, yeah, just refresh it. Just click inbox.
job description.
Yeah. One of my friend got placed in a company, and this is what his job description was. So, are we good with this?
Now here see, they are using now FDME. It is a new component like now which was released this year. Well, not this year, like in 11.123 version itself. So we are discussing about only the FDM part. So for this FDME again, like no, that would be chargeable. So it would be different because it's an updated version. So it's a
Okay.
combination of ODI and FDM. So we are discussing only FDM, right? So
Okay.
right. So I'll show you about the so where this option would be and how to do that. But
But
it would be,
about
yeah,
except FDMEE.
yeah, you can do same good understanding of Oracle. Close and reporting products is nothing but it includes the HFM. Should have experience in creating, updating HFM consolidation rules. Rules will discuss about that. And should have experience in creating or updating data grids or data forms. We discussed already. Security we discussed. Backup and restore in the sense like extracting or doing LCM. So you see here the extract, right, the options. So this one, all are you're going to taking backup what you have loaded already. So we'll
You,
discuss about those things, yeah,
okay. Okay.
one by one.
Okay.
Okay, except this two things, good knowledge of Hyperion EPM, you know that. On-site offshore mode, a strong project management experience in the sense like you should have some experience on that to work on this role. But apart from that, you are good to go like with these things.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, don't worry about so if you are unable to do that one or two interviews because you need to know like how the questions would be, right? So
Yes.
don't worry about that so if you are unable to get that for two or three interviews, but once you got to know, okay, so they are going to ask the questions on these concepts like you who to go on that. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
right. So let me here we are unable to export because I should see this about the software as well, but I didn't export so far. that particular data form, but I could see the data form through SmartView. Okay, so how I could see in the sense, I'll discuss with you about that. What are the data forms you have created? You can see all those data forms in the SmartView itself once you connect it to the application. Okay, so I'll show you those what you have created. You could see the same option, same data form. I installed the SmartView, so print instructions, full text, first times, response.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I mean, so when I click on this, I couldn't see. Address was not understand, or the SmartView is not associated. Okay, so I'll work on that, and we'll get you by tomorrow session. Okay. So why,
Okay.
which software we need to install for this, and yeah, we'll discuss about this one task list for today. Okay.
I want to ask you, Shinu, that the member list, the
Uh-huh.
VB script we were using, so
Okay.
that do I need to create it or it would be there?
Most mostly, like, so no one uses memberless concepts. Okay, but we have a
Okay.
feature, that's it.
Okay.
All right.
In case, for example, the worst come worst that I need to create one,
Then
I can
use a
I
sample demo. Yeah,
I can use a sample file, right?
yeah, you could use,
I
and
just I just change the dimension names and member list in list names, and I can use that, right?
exactly, yeah,
So
just rename it, that's it, according to your requirement, that's it. Okay.
actually, I went through that yesterday,
Mhm.
but I knew like I got to know that how to create one, but I never worked on the VB script, so I could
Yeah,
not
you need to
remember.
go through that, so some websites regarding those things as well.
Yeah.
When you have time, just look into those things. Okay, so task list, we'll discuss about
One more
that.
thing, Shinu.
Yeah,
The question answers you just sent me, right? Oracle,
those are the certification done.
yeah, the 64 questions.
Yeah.
They are pretty different than what my understanding is. I'm maybe it's a language that I'm not able to understand, or
Yeah, you need to look into the theoretical part mostly. They could ask in a different way. Okay, so they are the some real-time queries. So it would be somewhat different, what we are learning. But you need to understand, try to understand each and every options over there, and which one would be the best answer for that question, so that terms would be different, so you need to work on that, for a couple of times.
yeah. And the second thing, you want me to read the book that you sent me in the first place, or the question answer?
I want you to go through first the tips and techniques which I have sent already. You read it already, I know that, but read the document again and again, and work on this certification.
So the tips and techniques, meaning the
Now read carefully document.
just a second. I have a lot of documents with me nowadays.
I
Once.
mean, it would be like somewhat real time, how much time it will be taking to create.
So the installation book or the financial management by Eric Erickson 123 OLF.
I'm sorry, what? Yes, that one. Yeah.
So the one that has the chapters, right? 12 chapters.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I haven't finished all of them, but I'm working on it. I'm reading them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I think they are about. 80 or 90 pages, right?
Yes,
Those.
yes.
Okay. Right. And yeah, rest I have the installation guide
Mm-hmm.
that you sent me. Yeah. And I got a printout of the Oracle exam uh, and the case study. Okay. Yeah, got it. Rest I'll print it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are good to go, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So task list is something like you're automating the tasks for a particular user or or doing provisioning for particular task according to his role. For example, let's say you are a new joining or you are a user for the Hyperion system. And according to your roles and responsibilities, we are going to assign and we are going to give the access to particular data grids or data forms or rules or like that. So if you log in into that workspace, so only the things which you have been working you could see and you could access only those things. That is be done using this task list concept. Clear on this first?
Yes.
Right. So where we need to go and how to add the tasks into this list is the same like like member list. So member list is a kind of like we are going to add the members which we used to load the data or view the data for particular members. At the same time here, I'm a user. I want to modify the data grids and data forms, and I want to load the journals or processing the journals. So these are the roles for me. Then the administrator is going to create the task list as with a new list name, for example, any kind of so Srinu's list, task list, and adding the tasks like loading data or posting the journals and data grids and data forms access. Okay, so then I could access only those three things when I log into the workspace. All right. So then how we are going to perform this task list in the workspace, we'll see. So this task list is nothing but you're going to add couple of tasks into the list, and you could automate those task list using a schedule as well. All right. So this is about the objective of task list. Clear?
Okay.
Right. So to navigate, so we are going to see this task list and documents where we can do with the data grids and data forms. Okay, so in the documents you could see the task list. Let me log into the system and go to consolidation and documents. Right, can you see here actions, new task list?
Yes.
Click on this. Right. So the task list is empty, click on add or add task list item to a task list. So let me add, click on this addition option. So you could add all this task for that task list. Here again you could see a task list. See, what does it mean? You're going
If
to
we
add this
okay,
existing task list to a new task list.
that's it. Yeah.
So I don't have any task list so far, so I don't see any task list here. Alright, so you should
So
see
when
some
task
task list here.
when this task list is used basically.
Basically, like a new user came and you want to give access to particular data grids and data forms, it would be coming from the client. So then you're going to do that.
Okay, so
Okay.
if we don't want to give access to the full application,
Yes. Yeah.
we can just give. So this is basically assigning the roles or security just while creating the user,
Again,
something
so
like.
when he logged into the system, this is our workspace.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
So I don't have any task list for the timing. So you could create the folder as well. So which you could load all those task list tasks into this folder itself. So let me, I mean, I don't have any folder. Uh, okay, so I'll go for the time being data forms. We have data forms, right? I'll
yeah,
select form 4, which we have been working on that. So form 4 I have selected, and again I want to go for data grid, and we have Jane grid I think you've done, and
yeah.
Jane adjustments as well. So I'm going to add those things and select these things, adjustments, and what we have here. So there's a link in the sense you can add this link to open a particular a report or anything like that, so which we converted that particular form into a link. For example, if you create any blogspot or anything like that, you are going to give a link. At the same time you could do here, if you select that link, that particular user, when he click on that, he could see that particular book, report book, or whatever it may be, that link, like coming to this related content, like that.
Okay,
Okay, so this related content is nothing but uh, in the reporting studio you'll be getting related content is nothing but when you got to know some word. For example, which the example would be, I have some value like $50. Okay, so the user wants to modify that $50. When he saw in the data grid, he is unable to see the accurate value. Okay, so I'm talking about from the user perspective. The financial user send a mail that I'm unable to see the accurate value which I am seeing in my Excel sheet. Okay, so that he is going to create a related content that you need to modify the value. So as a technical consultant, I'm going to see that, and I'm going to validate that where would be the issue, and I'll update the same according to that user requirement. That conversation is going to happen in this related content, and it would be coming into the financial reporting studio or webinars as reporting. So this is related to reporting related content. When you work on the financial reporting studio, you got to know that what is related content. Okay,
okay.
so we'll see about this in the financial reporting studio, but for the time I don't have any related content. So what are the available tasks we have? I'll just go through that. Do we have any reports? I think we have created one journal report.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Right. So that should be fine for the time being. So I'm going to save here. Right. I'm going to name this Jane Grid task list. Okay. And here the security class is same. So if you give the accounts, the user who has account security classes can able to access this. So I don't want that. So default. That's it. Say again here. Private and overwrite existing document. Private in the sense only the user who was created, that user could access this task list. All right. So I don't want to do that. Save it. Right. You could see here the task list here.
Yes.
What are the tasks we have here? See, I just close this. I want to open this form. Double click on that. That's it. So why am I unable to see here? So you select the east cells here. So select the west cells. Is this correct?
No. I think we
It
need
was
to select the
east cells, I think.
cells and the adjustment, I think.
Right.
The value.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So J1 report. Right. Say it okay. Journal report.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you. Can you
Yeah.
show me how to create a journal report again, because I got the same thing and then I wasn't able to see where to go and see the
Okay.
journal. Yeah, journal. I went to reports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I want to create a new one. Just go actions and say new
Yeah.
report journal. You're just going to selecting the point of view. That's it. Okay. J2 report. Security class is default, and I want to select the entity. That's it.
Oh,
What is the entity? East cells, I think,
east.
or west cells.
Yeah. East. Yeah.
East cells itself. Okay.
Yeah.
And save it and go for everything is same. So I'm going to save this and saying that printout. Clear? You're just going to selecting the entity. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So this is about the task. You're just going to automate that. And what you can do is here in this task list, if you select any form, if you want to move in a ascending or descending order, you could do that. So first, let's say grid concept we discussed. Just go and say it as gen grid, and adjustments we discussed, and again form and this one. So this is the way, like you could automate in a process as well. All right.
Okay.
So this is the way, like so if one user log into this and he wants to work on only those particular concept, particular roles and responsibilities. So I'll create a tasklet and I'll give the access to that particular user. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Right. So this is about the task list.
Did you got a chance to install EPMA version?
No, I have been working on our critical issue. I didn't get much time. So probably like by tomorrow we're gonna complete the HFM Jain. So on Sunday I'll be free. Then I'll work on that. Okay.
Okay. And just one more thing, like what kind of queries do we or critical issues we get while working on the Hyperion? As you just said
I
that
mean,
you got it.
actually, critical event in the sense we are working on upgrading to 11.123 from 11.113 now. So we are like unable to configure due to some service account administrator rights. So we are unable to install due to that we don't have sufficient privileges. So even we have given the admin rights, still we are facing that issue. So we are talking with that system administrator regarding this, and he completely modified that status to administrator, and the user account control will be there. So we have seen already while installing that user account control should be never notified. So if you follow the document like installation document which I have sent to you, so that gives better understanding like what are the prerequisites we need to take care like before going to install. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope like you got to know like how to install and how to develop an application and how to managing the EPM as well. So that should be fine. Like if you got like before going to attend the interview, just let me know the job description. According to that, I'll give you some uh, tips for you like how to
Sure, sure, sure.
do that interview. And make sure I'll be available till 16th of this month. Okay, so by tomorrow I'll complete this HFM part and I'll complete the remaining concepts by Wednesday. So I'll will be free like from mid of next week. So just work on that more. I think you are aware of like what are the things we had discussed so far,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
right?
Whatever like we have gone through and you have taught me,
Yeah,
mostly I know it. It's not that, but yes, if somebody tells me, I can. Somebody tells me to develop an application, if somebody tells me to develop a report,
right.
data grid, data forms, I can do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are working on like this project support as well. So if you know
Okay.
like who are you know mm, thinking about like some assistance on their projects, let me know, so I'll do that.
Sure,
And
sure, sure.
do you have any reference like business
I
managers over there
Yeah, actually,
who
you know,
can yeah.
I talked to one of my. It's not my friend exactly, but
Mhm.
it is my friend's friend who is. I think the smart view is open, right? Yeah.
Not like so you need to one more thing I have to show you how to install the smart view and FR Studio. Okay, so
Okay.
log into the workspace and go to tools, install. You could see here all the clients. Do you need smart view? You could install that. So yesterday we installed the smart view and FR Studio and HFM we already done that, right?
I think we did 64-bit, right?
Yeah, so 64. So we did yesterday the smart view and FR Studio. So you could directly install and you could run it. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So the business users will ask this smart view and financial reporting studio. So what you should do in the sense, we are downloading these clients actually from the etlv.com, but the thing is like some files would be like need some patches or anything. So they prompt some errors while installing this extracted files. See, I could install from here itself, but sometimes it won't allow me to install. So at that time it is very good to go with this workspace and go and install the smart view and FR Studio. Okay.
See, we as of now we are downloaded the software. However, companies would be have a legal software, right, where they would
Yeah.
get it
Yes.
directly
Yes.
from Oracle. So this like the patch problem, and the companies won't
We
have
could
it
ask.
because they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could ask them. Okay. But it's not
Yes.
like it would be some validity like we could work only for particular period. It would be like that. So this free
Okay.
software would this not a real time, right? So we could not ask anything to the
Yes.
worker, but using that legal software like we could post anything like this. So we are from, so at what situations will be communicating or coordinating with Oracle in the sense like we should have a legal agreement with them to download all those stuff, and if you have any issue we could ask them, right?
Yes.
That, yeah. So let me go and open an Excel sheet and Excel sheet. Okay. So Jen SmartView, open it. So I'll just show you how to connect to HFM application through SmartView. All right.
Yes.
See, if you don't have any SmartView client on the server, you don't see this option. If you have that, you could see this option. Okay.
Okay.
So just click on the SmartView and validate first whether we have the URL or not. URL in the sense that will letting us to connect to the Hyperion
Happy.
applications. Okay. So for that, go to options here. See here. This is the URL.
Okay.
Can you guess what is this URL?
Yeah, this is the workspace URL.
Yeah, so apart from workspace, instead of index.jsp, we have SmartView providers. S and P is in caps, that's it. Anything else
Okay.
here? No, right?
No.
Right, say it okay. And now go for panel. Panel in the sense you are going to have shared and private connections. What does it mean? Private and shared. Shared is nothing but like you could access to shared services URL, the same workspace URL. Okay. Private connections in the sense only the individual users who like to retrieve the data for that individual applications. It won't be shared with the shared connection. So that would be different. Let's say shared connections. Just click on that. See, using this URL, you're going to connect. Okay.
Okay.
If you click on private connections, it is directly trying to applications, and we should have a separate URL for this. Okay, so using that
Okay.
private connection URL we are going to connect. So let's say the details, the same credentials, admin welcome at 1. I connected to that shared connections. Now just click on this drop down bar. So how many applications we installed on our environment? We installed
Report.
only HFM and reporting and analysis.
Yes.
Okay, so just click on that HFM. You could see all the HFM applications which we have created. So here again, like we have two ways to retrieve the data from the application. So one is a form analysis and free form analysis. What is form analysis in the sense? You are creating data grids and data forms, right? So what are the data forms you created? You could see all those data forms here itself.
Okay.
Let's expand the server name and expand this application name and task list, which we have already created, and root. Root consists of all the data grids and data forms, and task list consists of this task list. Just click on the task list here. See, it is letting me to log into the workspace, and I could see that particular data grid. See, I want to see form 4. This is the form you could now see here itself. If it is grid, again logging into the workspace. Clear?
Okay.
Right. So that's the difference. Like I could export that data form into the Excel, but I could not do that data grid in Excel. You should log into the workspace itself. Clear on this?
So can we do now? Can we do it from the workspace? Can we export the forms?
No, no, no. I mean, it is prompting one error, so I should work on that. I'm not sure like what is that error. I'll work on that and I'll fix it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you got to know the difference here right now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you click on
Grid.
data.
For grid, we need the application form. We can see it here also.
Yeah, so this is like if form analysis. Using forms, you're going to analyze the data. Okay, but
Yes.
a free form analysis is there. So what does that mean in the sense? you're going to give only the members, and after selecting the point of view. So what are the point of view you're giving here? Let's say I want to see June. I want to refresh it. So click on this, not entity currency adjustments, entity currency I want to see. Select the entity currency and go for refresh now. So do we have any data here for June? No.
No.
Okay. If I enter again the data here, so I want to enter 677. So I should do submit data here. Click on submit data. Okay. So what I did for Jane 2 form 4, I enter the data as June for as 677. So I could see the same thing here in this data form workspace. What is the form?
Form 4.
Form 4 actual May. Go and modify that.
No, no, value.
Why it is yeah, all this stuff. Okay, 1 second. Oh, it's asking me all the point of view then. So 2005 periodic keys to cells.
Period.
Yeah, period will select under rows then.
Okay.
Value would be entity currency.
Entity currency.
Account
No, we have consolidation stages also. You need to remove that
okay.
on the value.
Yeah.
Now everything is zero now.
No, these are the custom dimensions.
Oh, okay.
Which one we selected here?
Uh,
Accounts,
P7007.
sales. Okay.
Sales. Yeah, here sales. Yeah, accounts is sales.
See, instead of that navigating, we could go this. I can click on this, right?
Yes.
I can select directly the sales here. What is ICP? ICP none itself, I think.
Yeah, ICP none products P7007.
What about customers?
Yeah. Customer is discount stores and then Fred's national accounts. Balance sheet and grade is none.
Okay.
None.
So now I should see the value for that particular thing. May and June I'll select here. So what does it mean then? So I could load the data from, why it is not letting me. So let me do one thing. So go and view the grid. Yes, clear.
Yeah, but June
June
we entered like
548. Oh, destination domestic.
no. It's I think. Can you click on yeah domestic? Domestic.
Domestic
Yeah. Period you haven't selected here.
period. Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Where we are seeing the error.
June 677. June we changed it to 677. No, April. April. Make it April because we have April, May, and June.
Okay, so I think we lowered the data, right? So that's the reason it is. Like what I'll do is I'll change this as 543 and submit this data. I'll refresh it. Go and log into this. Say refresh. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the way, like you could log into the SmartView and you could modify the data as well. So this is nothing but and we are using this form here, but how to do the free form analysis in the sense it is nothing but ad hoc analysis. What is this ad hoc analysis? Just right click on that the application and say ad hoc analysis. Ad hoc analysis in the sense same thing as data grid. Okay, you're going to selecting the point of view here and you're going to type what are the parameters you want to, let's say purchases I want to see. So just make sure that you have written all this stuff and go and refresh it. So you should see that purchases value here hash missing. So I think there is no value for purchases, but we have entered for east west sales. I think
No, it says there is purchases.
purchases was there.
Yes, yes, yes.
And see, so let me see here itself. Where is account? See, I don't see the data. Okay, so for this point of view we didn't load the data, but what I'll do is I'll load the data from here. 323 422 522. Let's say I'll submit the data here, then this will go and sit into the database in the tables. So let me refresh it and I should see the same thing here. It was missing. Now I'll see the member. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is the way. So if you want to see the whole hierarchy, let's say uh, I deleted everything and I want to see net profit. Right, say refresh. Clear?
Yeah.
And you could see here the zoom in and zoom out options. Go for zoom in, next level. What is the next level in the sense? The next jail for this net profit. See,
Yeah.
I want to go for all the levels. Clear on this?
Yes.
So you're just going to save and sending to this report to the client. That's it. So this is the a free form analysis or ad hoc analysis. You could select the point of view according to your requirement as the data grids what you're trying to do, and you're going to do that analysis.
Okay.
All right. So this is about the smart view and the task list. So I selected the for West cells. Let me show you the West cells data. I'm sorry. Yeah. Say refresh. See, the data was there. It would be different. So what we are doing in the sense like we'll do through SmartView and take a snapshot and send that we are able to see the data to the user.
Okay.
Clear?
Perfect.
Do you have any doubts on this sense? Right? So you could
Um,
do this calculate and consolidate, but we don't go for that. You could do calculate, force calculate, translate, or force translate as well, and finally consolidate. Let's say I just change the value, so only I'm able to enter the data for sales. What is the reason? See, I entered 540 here.
yeah.
What would be the value if I change here when I submit?
Yeah. Because we can only change it for this children and not for the parents, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the way. So when we go for calculate in the sense when we perform the rules,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That will discuss in the rules concept.
Okay.
Alright, so this is about tasks. Let's just go and practice. By tomorrow, we could complete this HFM part. So what are the concepts we are discussing here? Task list we completed, data forms we completed, member list we completed, intercompany data. It's 10 to 15 minutes discussion. The process, and this is also same running consolidation and process management. And we'll see about the rules. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So this is about today's session. Tomorrow we'll discuss and we'll complete it. And I send your profile as well to Sunny, so he will work on that.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.